Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Homage to the exalted one, the worthy one, the perfectly enlightened one. The refuge, the sarana. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. I go to the Buddha for refuge. I go to the Dhamma for refuge. I go to the Sangha for refuge. Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. A second time I go to the Buddha for refuge. A second time I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A second time I go to the Sangha for refuge. Tatiyampi Buddham saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sangham saranang gacchami. A third time I go to the Buddha for refuge. A third time I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A third time I go to the Sangha for refuge. 5 precepts, Panchasila. Pāṇāti-pātā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samādhiyāmi. I undertake the training to abstain from taking life. Adinādāna Veramani Sikkhapadang Samādhiyāmi. I undertake the training to abstain from stealing. Kāmesu micchācārā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samādhiyāmi. I undertake the training to abstain from sexual misconduct. Musāvādā Veramani Sikkhapadang Samādhiyāmi. I undertake the training to abstain from false speech. Surameraya Majjapamādhatthāna Veramani Sikkhapadang Samādhiyāmi. I undertake the training to abstain from intoxicating drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. Buddha Vandana, homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagavā araham sammā sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasārati sattā deva manus buddho bhagavati Such indeed the exalted one, worthy, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and virtue, well gone, knower of the world, incomparable trainer of persons to be tamed, the supreme teacher of deities and men, enlightened and exalted. Dhammavandana, homage to the Buddha's teachings. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandentiko Akaliko Ehi Pansiko Opanaiko Panchantang Veditamgo Vinyohiti. Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One. Visible results, immediately effective, calling one to come and see, leading onwards, and to be personally realized by the wise. Sangha Vandana, homage to the Buddha's noble disciples. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjopatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Samiti Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Yadedan Chantari Purisa Yogani Atta Purisa Pung Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakhineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuntaram Punyakentang Lokan Sati. The Sangha of the Blessed One's disciples is practicing well. The order of the Blessed One's disciples is practicing rightly. The order of the Blessed One's disciples is practicing the true way. The order of the Blessed One's disciples is practicing properly, that is, the 4 pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals. This Sangha of the Blessed One's disciples is worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of reverential salutation, the supreme field of merit for the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear friends in Dhamma, now we are going to practice meditation. Meditation means medication for the mind and also taking care of our mind, for purifying our mind, for developing our mind. We always take care of other things, material things, and our relatives, children, even our physical body, we take care of. We spend a lot of time for taking care of other things, but we spend a few time for taking care of our mind. By practicing meditation, we train our mind in the present moment, cultivating positive thoughts. In one side, we trained our mind to live in the present moment. On the other side, at the same time, we develop positive thoughts. In the mundane level, we develop some positive thoughts such as loving kindness, sympathetic joy, equanimity. These are the primary mental thoughts, wholesome mental thoughts that we develop in the mundane level. When mind is concentrated with these positive thoughts, we reflect on the highest mental formation, which is wisdom, or reflecting on impermanence. By practicing meditation, in one side, we keep our mind in the present moment with our body and mind. In the second level, we develop positive mental states in the mundane level. When mind is concentrated, we develop the highest mental formation or thought that which is panya or wisdom. And a very important thing is that living in the present moment. Here, it is very important to keep our attention around the nose or upper lip. That is the way first we trained our mind to live in the present moment. But we go forward. We don't need to keep our attention around the nose. But at the beginning, it is very important to take care of our mind, keeping our attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. And also, they explained the importance of practicing loving kindness in the mundane level. According to Buddhism, in the mundane level, when we associate with other people, we have to develop 3 meritorious deeds in the mundane level. They are Dana, Sila, and Bhavana. Dana means practicing generosity, sharing something with others. That is very important to practice when we live in this society with other people. The second thing is practicing 5 precepts. Abstaining from taking life, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sexual misconduct, abstaining from foul speech, abstaining from intoxicating drinks and drugs. These are the things that we practice as virtue or sila or moral conduct in the mundane level. It is also very important when we live in this society with other people, if we can practice 5 precepts, then we can live with other people successfully with harmony. On the other side, we develop meditation, especially loving kindness meditation. When we practice loving kindness, that is the way, the technique that we use to overcome anger. Anger or ill will is one of the main reasons that we suffer, that we struggle in this society. If we can practice loving kindness again and again, thinking thus, may all beings be well, happy and peaceful. It is very important to live in this society happily, successfully, harmony. That is why Buddha explained the importance of practicing loving kindness. These 3 things belong to mundane level. When we associate other people, practicing generosity, practicing 5 precepts, and practicing loving kindness is very important. Because if we don't have these skills, we are unable to live in this society successfully. It is useful for other people. Other people look at us with these 3 things. On the other side, we have to practice another thing, that 3 disciplines: virtue, concentration, and wisdom. That belongs to our insight, in our spiritual life. We can show these 3 qualities for other people. Other people don't need these qualities that we practice. These 3 things are useful for us. People look at us with the primary qualities: Dana, Sila and Bhavana. When we associate with the people, we need primary qualities, Dana, Sila and Bhavana, generosity, virtue and loving kindness with the understanding of the karmic law. It is enough for in this ordinary world, but when we go to the spiritual level for our inner peace, we have to develop 3 disciplines. That is useful for our own life. But we should live with other people with those 3 qualities in the mundane level. We live in the mundane level physically, we live mentally in the supramundane level with these 3 disciplines. That is why Buddha says 3 meditation techniques as Dana, Sila and Bhavana. They are contemplating on charity or donations. It says in Buddhism, Chaganupassana. And the second one is Siranusati. Contemplating on virtue or moral conduct that we practice. When we practice 5 precepts, we can contemplate on that. I practice these 5 qualities. And also the third one, loving kindness. Practicing loving kindness is the third meritorious act. And also, it is also a meditation technique. And these 3 things are very important in the mundane level. Not only we practice these qualities, but we use these 3 qualities for concentrating our mind in the present moment. When mind is concentrated, we use other 3 disciplines. The second level virtue is high than the ordinary level Sila or virtue. When we practice ordinary level virtue, it is enough to understand the karmic law. We think there are other people outside, therefore I don't kill anyone, I don't steal, I don't tell any lie, like that. But when we go to the higher level in the supramundane level, when we practice virtue, our understanding is very high. What is that? Dittincha anupagamma silava dasanena sampanno. Then we don't go to extremes as nihilism or eternalism, uchchedavada or sansatavada. When someone sees the arising of 5 aggregates, he never go to the extreme of nihilism, uchchedavada. When someone sees the cessation of 5 aggregates, he never goes to the extreme of eternalism or sansatavada. With this higher understanding, we practice virtue or moral conduct in the second level, in the supramundane level. And also, panya. Panya means reflecting on impermanence, reflecting on Anicca, Dukkha and Anatta, impermanence, dissatisfaction and selflessness. This is the highest quality that a person can practice. Whenever we reflecting on impermanence, at the moment we don't take anything or anyone outside as permanent. We look at inside. When we experience something, we think that there is something outside, but when we see something, the first experience has already ceased. We recognize something not through our eye, through our mind consciousness. When we experience something through our ear, the first experience has already ceased. We experience something through our ears, not actually through our ears, but through our ear consciousness. When we recognize something through our consciousness, through our mind, the very first experience has already ceased. If we have this understanding, we have nothing to attach or even detach. we see only arising and ceasing inside. This is the highest level of practicing meditation according to Buddhism. For that, little by little, we go forward. First of all, we are aware of our body and mind. We keep our attention in the present moment, keeping our awareness around the nose or upper lip. Then, we little by little develop positive thoughts, such as loving kindness, sympathetic joy, breathing meditation. These are the techniques that we practice to concentrate our mind with mindfulness. When the mind is concentrated, we reflect on impermanence of 6 senses, 6 objects, 5 aggregates, 18 objects, like that. There are a lot of things that we can practice, that we can reflect on impermanence. And for that, little by little, we go forward. Here, it is very important to develop our moral conduct or virtue, discipline in our speech and behavior. For reflecting on impermanence, so vipassana, bhavana, insight meditation, we should concentrate our mind. For the concentration of our mind, discipline in our speech and behavior is very important. For virtue or moral conduct, we should learn the path from beginning to end, gradual path. Learning or knowledge is very important. Knowledge is the first one, Sutameya Panya, the wisdom of knowledge. The second one is Chintameya Panya. Chintameya Panya means wise consideration. And also Bhavanameya Panya, the wisdom of meditation. These 3 things are very important. Learning, reflecting, and meditation. These 3 things are interrelated. Sometimes when someone is very wise, he can practice these 3 things together very soon. But if someone is not very intelligent or very wise, then he has to take time as a gradual path. However, little by little, let's be trained our mind for our inner peace. Our inner peace is the most important thing in our life. Even though we are very rich, even though we are very educated, even though we have a lot of friends and relatives, if we haven't our inner peace, everything that we earned is useless. That is why, little by little, we should develop our mind. We should purify our mind. The more we purify our mind, the more we develop our inner peace. That is the thing that we do here. You are so fortunate. You have enough time and understanding to practice your spiritual life. That is why you are here. I wish you all the best. Now, we are going to practice mindfulness and several meditation techniques. Finally, we practice insight meditation or vipassana bhavana. Okay, please take a seat as you are comfortable. Be aware of your body posture from your legs to head. My legs, knees, hands, belly, shoulder, neck and head. aware of my body posture from my legs to head and from my head to legs. Now I keep my awareness around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. I don't think my past or future. I completely keep my attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. When my mind goes to past or future, I bring my attention to the present mental object. My mind is so relaxed and calm since I live in the present moment. I relax my body, I relax my mind. Keeping my mind in the present moment, now I am going to practice breathing meditation. When I breathe in, I know that I am breathing in. When I breathe out, I know that I am breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Contemplate on very natural breathing, relaxing my body. When I breathe in long, I know that I am breathing in long. When I breathe out long, I know that I am breathing out long. When I breathe in short, I know that I am breathing in short. When I breathe out short, I know that I am breathing out short. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am breathing in, sensitive to the entire breathing body. I am breathing out, sensitive to the entire breathing body. Breathing in, breathing out. I am breathing in, calming bodily fabrication. I am breathing out, calming bodily fabrication. Breathing in, breathing out. I see the peace of my mind when I practice breathing meditation. Therefore, day by day, I increase the duration of time of practicing breathing meditation. I keep my full attention around the nose or upper lip. Now, I am going to practice another meditation technique, loving kindness. Furthermore, I keep my attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. Keeping my mind in the present moment, I spread loving kindness to everyone, those who are in this universe. May all beings in the front direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the back direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the right direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the left direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the upper direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the down direction be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the human realm be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the hell realm be well, happy May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the heavenly realm be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings in the heavenly realm attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in the Brahma realm be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. May all beings in this entire world be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. May they attain the final bliss of liberation. I see all over the world like my family, like my children. I am friendly with everyone in this universe. My mind is filled with loving kindness and compassion. My mind is filled with loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. Everyone in this universe is my son or daughter. I see everyone like my children. I wish all of them. I wish their success, their happiness, their inner peace, their progress day by day. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. Day by day, I develop loving kindness. I spread loving kindness to everyone in this universe for my inner peace. I increase the duration of practicing loving kindness for my happiness, for my inner peace. Furthermore, I keep my attention around the nose or upper lip in the present moment. Keeping my mind in the present moment, I am going to contemplate on 4 fundamental elements. My physical body consists with 4 fundamental elements. They are Pratavi, earth element, Apo, water element, Thero, fire element, and Vayu, air element. Solidity, liquidity, heat and motion. These are the things which consist with my physical body. I contemplate on these four fundamental elements. Patavi, Apo, Thero, Vayu, earth element, water element, fire element, and air element. Solidity, liquidity, heat, and motion. These four things are the results of what I ate, food. These four things are the results of food that I have eaten. Patavi, Apo, Thero, Vayu. Solidity, liquidity, heat, and motion. These elements are not mine, they are not me, they are not myself. They are the results of food that I have taken. Patavi, Apo, Thero, Vayu. Earth element, water element, fire element, and air element. Solidity, liquidity, heat, and motion. These four elements are not mine, me or myself. They have arisen because of food. When food is not here, these four elements cease. Now I am going to practice insight meditation, Vipassana Bhavana, impermanence. I keep my attention around the nose or upper lip again in the present moment. My body is impermanent. My mind also impermanent. Every moment, my physical body arises and it immediately ceases. My mind also arises every moment, it ceases at the moment. My entire life is the present thought. That present thought, every moment, arises and ceases. This present thought is not alone. It is with other four things, such as corporeality, or forms, Vedana, feelings, Sanya, perception, and Sankhara, mental formations. Every moment, these five aggregates arise together, they immediately cease together. What I experience through my six senses, it means these five aggregates arise and cease. Arising of these five aggregates is very instant, with the conditions such as ignorance, craving, mental formations like that. These five things arise together, they cease together. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. If I am satisfied with something, it means these five aggregates has gratification or asada. If I am not satisfied with something, it means I say the adinava or danger. When I say gratification and danger, I become nissarana or letting go or liberation, deliverance. I see these five things of five aggregates: arising, ceasing, gratification, danger, and liberation. My entire spiritual life depends on reflecting on these five aggregates as arising, ceasing, gratification, danger, and liberation. The success of my spiritual life completely depends on reflecting on five aggregates as samudaya, arising, attangama, ceasing, asada, gratification, adinava, danger, and nissarana, liberation or letting go. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. I contemplate on the impermanence of my present thought. Every moment, my present thought arises with the conditions. It immediately ceases when conditions cease. Even though I think I have a lot of things, material, in outside, but my entire life is these five aggregates.
These five aggregates are impermanent, dissatisfactory, and selfless. They are not mine, they are not me, they are not myself. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. Whenever I reflect on this impermanence, the reality of my life, at the moment I have no any attachment or detachment with anything or anyone outside or inside. My mind is completely in equanimity, upekha. This is the liberation. This is the deliverance. This is the real freedom that I can achieve in my life. Day by day, I increase the duration of reflecting of impermanence of five aggregates. Arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing, arising, ceasing. Sabbe sankhara anicchati yada paññāya pansati atanindindati dukkhe esa maggo visuddhya. All conditioned things are impermanent. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sabbe sankhara dukkhati yada paññāya pansati atanindindati dukkhe esa maggo visuddhya. All conditioned things are dissatisfactory. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sabbe Dhamma anattati yada paññāya pansati atanindindati dukkhe esa maggo visuddhya. All phenomena are selfless. He who sees this reality with wisdom overcomes suffering. This is the path to purity. Sadhu, sadhu.